Well, we are aware of the offensive and problematic content that's been circulating online regarding the Indian community in Singapore. From what we know so far, the content originated from overseas. In summary, the message in the Chinese language is that the Chinese ethnic group has a greater right to belong in Singapore compared to other ethnic groups. Singapore's multiracial policy is a facade meant to appeal to Western values. Singapore's stability cannot be attributed to its multiracial policy, but to its majority Chinese demographics. And ethnic Indian politicians in Singapore, whose numbers are growing, would act in favor of Indian immigrants. And finally, that Singapore's culture is fundamentally Chinese, and the government's approach of decoupling itself with China while neglecting the threat of a growing Indian community would lead to a negative outcome. These videos attack our multiracial society and they try to divide people based on race. This, however, is not who we are. Every community in Singapore here is valued and everyone has an equal place. So these values and these videos strike at the very foundation of what makes Singapore home for all of us, and they undermine the very basis of our society. The content reflects the agenda, unfortunately, of those who intend to divide us as a nation, and that's why we must act firmly and reject attempts from those who wish to do us harm. The Singapore Police Force has issued disabling directions to Google, to Meta, and to X to take all reasonable steps to disable access to the posts in Singapore.
So, what measures will the government take against the creators of the problematic content?
We don't tolerate any narratives at all that seek to undermine the racial harmony that we enjoy and that we protect, especially when it is propagated by foreigners. And many of these posts are of foreign origin. So our priority right now is to take down these posts.
Minister, is there any reason to suspect that this is a coordinated campaign by a state actor, notably China?
No, there's currently no evidence to suggest that this is a coordinated campaign by any government. Based on our investigations, the content originate from the info space. They are likely generated organically by various foreign netizens. I would say any country seeking to safeguard its social cohesion would agree with us that such content is unacceptable and would take a similar stance to safeguard their own society.
Hi Minister, Samuel from the Straits Times. This is not the first time that there have been similar videos targeting a Singapore audience, AI generated seemingly from China. So what does the government plan to do if content with similar narratives continue to proliferate across different platforms?
Well, the government will obviously continue to monitor these sites very closely, and I will say that we will not hesitate to take further measures if we regard it to be in Singapore's interest. But more importantly, I think Singaporeans should also be discerning and careful with what they consume online, and also question the source and intention of such videos, and don't disseminate them if they may harm our social fabric and our social harmony.
Minister, if I may, what's the traction for the videos actually? Because if the numbers are not high, right, then we're actually inadvertently spotlighting it instead of warning people.
It's not just about traction, it's about the fact that these videos, they seek to undermine the cohesion we have, and they divide us, and so something has to be done about it, especially when they originate from a foreign source.
I've seen these videos that are circulating online and targeting the Indian community. One of them, in fact, concerns a religious procession in Chinatown along Pagoda Street, implying that Indians are not welcome there. These videos did not originate from Singapore, and they do not reflect the views of Singaporeans. Anyone who is familiar with Chinatown will know that within a very short walking distance you have Buddhist as well as Hindu temples, you have a mosque, you even have a Methodist church. And much of Jalan Besar is like that. So our racial harmony is precious, and we have to be very vigilant against the attempts to sow tensions between our races and to divide Singaporeans. These videos are clearly one such attempt. Today, they target the Indians and they pit the Chinese against them. Tomorrow, it will be other races, other communities. We must not allow that. And so the police have asked the platforms to disable access to these videos. If you have received any one of these videos, we ask that you kindly not further circulate it and spread the harmful content. But beyond removing these kinds of harmful videos, it is also about our daily efforts to strengthen ties in the community, get to know one another and to appreciate one another. So today's Family Sports Carnival is a very good example of how we do so in Singapore. It doesn't matter what race you belong to, what religion you belong to. Everyone can join in with their family. Everyone can enjoy sports together. So we must always remember that the cohesion we have in our society is very precious. It has taken a very long time to build up, but it can be broken if we are not careful. So stay alert and make sure that we don't allow anyone to cast doubt on our national unity and also a very important multicultural identity.